have all night. We can count the stars until the sunrise fills the sky and hides the moon. It's just me and you.
So what I want to do is start off by explaining the categories of wings that we have in the world and what we have here in Dominica.
Never look behind us, always look ahead. Weaving through the country like a needle pulls a thread. Honey, you might catch me staring at your smile. It's just that sitting next to you, mile after mile, is overdue. It's just me and you.
Of what I wanted to create. Tell me about your photographic stylings and what you were doing to capture the beauty of Dominica.
Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming.
We're just really excited to explore everything that we can and try and cram as much as we can into a couple days. Everyone's been so warm and inviting so far, so
yeah, it was a bit embarrassing not knowing too much about the island until we heard about the challenge and bringing all these people together, but to have done our research ahead of time and to try to prepare ourselves was crazy, because once you landed and you got to see everything and you see how lush it is and how there really is an endless list of things to do that you can't finish it all in 1 week. So I feel like this will be our first trip here, hopefully not the last, and we'll just try to get as much done as possible.
Surely there is a mine for silver and a place where they refine gold.
So I'm sitting in a very warm spot right now, and no, I didn't pee. It's coming out of the mountain.
Copper's taken from the ground. So where is the place of understanding, and where can wisdom be found? Oh, 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 oh.
Super special. Do you have an extra kneecap I could borrow?
Yeah, seriously.
No, you don't have to walk. You go on the boat. You just sit on the boat and you just set your cameras for the trees and the birds. Johnny Depp enjoy that.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be there? Is he coming with?
If it's good for Johnny Depp, it's good for
I'm looking forward to it.
I work with 2 movies, Johnny Depp and Peter Martin.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. It was awesome. It's the most epic hike I've ever done in my life. It was exhausting, but it was so memorable, beautiful. And we had the best tour guide in the world. It's amazing.
Yeah, if anyone is gonna do it, Cynthia will save your life, and she knows everything about that.
It was great. I think if we had chosen not to do this, we would have regretted it big time. Big time.
It's one of the best hikes I think in my life. Yeah, it's awesome.
They're cool people down there. So we still did the whole entire hike. 6.5 hours. It's heavy.
Like there's pretty much not much worse than this look I've got currently going. Good.
I feel like I really accomplished something. You know, challenging but not overly challenging. You know, it wasn't until the last mile that I really felt like I was like, oh. Coming back, it was actually, I think, easier than going there, just because like you knew like the mile markers and like the distances and sort of what was over the next hill.
Which I had the exact different experience. I just thought it was easier not knowing because it could have ended at any second. So there was like joy in every step. Like maybe it's around this corner. But on the way back, I knew how far we had to go.
So as your first experience with Dominica, what do you think so far?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. The people have been fantastic. Our guide was really great. He boiled some eggs in a hot spring for us. He brought us like fruit at Breakfast River.
He painted our faces with different mugs.
Yeah.
Told us a lot about the flora and fauna.
I'm really looking forward to seeing more though. Like I feel like up until this point, like, you know, they were just so new to the island. Yeah, I want to go into town and like meet more people and explore the island a little bit more.
Willkommen!
Congratulations! How you feeling?
Pretty great right now.
It's all done.
You asked me 5 minutes ago, I would have said something different. I was just thinking, like, marathon runners have all this encouragement along the way and like a fanfare at the end. I didn't realize you would be here, so
Good.
this is nice.
Well, welcome.
Here.
Way too more prettier.
Nope, congratulations. It's a really, really big accomplishment. How you feeling?
Good.
We're very proud of you.
Thank you.
What do you want, son? You think you're the only one who's been under their own gun. A shame, but it's been fun with all your light-hearted highs. A part of your nature dies, but it feels better when that's gone.
Oh, the shutter speed's stupidly high. Oh, I wasn't. I thought you.
Soon enough, you'll be thrown at the wall. Please sit down, 'cause we've been stuck with our heads on the ground.
You had your shortest trip. Once we're all in, we're just gonna gather about 40 feet up there. Once we're all in, we'll just head on.
Although I'm already buoyant. Fairly buoyant.
So,
Can I wear you?
just hold on to me. I'll be like a big old life jacket.
That boy, right there.
No place. Straight up. All the way up. Just up. No place. And you go forward. It's going where right one. It's good. It must go up.
So when I pan over from the shot of you to the bull,
Oh, it's like ND.
it's like and
Cutting down the.
yeah.
It's been absolutely incredible.
So tell me, what's been your favorite part about Dominica so far?
Right now, I would have to say, I went into Calabishi this morning and met an old woman who took us by the hand and took us around the village and introduced us to everyone. Got us breakfast, made some friends. It was really nice. Yeah, it was a good last day. So.
You're probably gonna pull it out. Some games in charge of that. That cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up. Wi-Fi.
Is there Wi-Fi here?
No.
You only had a couple?
She's been affected with the dynamite.
I've been affected by the time. Just interacting with people. We've seen a lot of beautiful scenery, but like we wanted to meet some people, and we finally did that in the last couple of days, and that's been really amazing. So, yeah.
What would you tell people that wanted to apply for next year's Dominica Film Challenge?
I guess for me, Sarah and I kind of felt like the underdogs a little bit. Like I don't think we have as much experience as everyone else, but that shouldn't stop you because for some reason we're here. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't bring as much stuff as we did because I have too much stuff.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So for those people considering carrying a bunch of equipment down here to Dominica next year, what advice would you give them?
Don't do it. The more that you can't carry, the better. The more you can, just as much as you can. Train with weights. As much as you can't hold. Really just prep. I'd say 6 months in the gym will probably prepare you for like 2 or 3 days. And then just try and put the really heavy stuff on whoever you're with. And let them deal with it. That's good. No, in all honesty, bring an extra couple people. That's what we should have had. And Poland will pay for it. Yeah, no Poland will cover all the costs. We were told ahead of time that anything extra. Very generous. They're really nice people. They just want to give you all the money. All the money. They're just gonna give it right to you. You're gonna have a great day. You're gonna have a good time. Good.
How would your end experience relate to what you thought about coming in?
It was so much more than we anticipated. I mean, we researched the island as much as we possibly could, and we still
didn't know what to expect.
Know a third of what we found once we got here. So
special. So I think
we came out here expecting to see beautiful landscape, beautiful atmosphere, and honestly, what we found more so was beautiful people. And it kind of really changed the path of our time here and turned our project into something completely different than what we thought it was going to be before we came. And I've met some people and seen some things this week that I'll never forget, and it was a truly amazing experience.
I mean, I think my favorite part might have been climbing down and finally getting to Ravine Sarek.
That was really great.
Yeah.
It was just so unexpected. It's like you see photos and it really doesn't do it justice at all.
I think most of the photos of this island don't really do it justice.
Focus, focus.
Where am I looking? I'm looking in the lens, above the lens, left, right, up, down. Looking at you, okay.
Look at you. Oh, it's a gravel. Angle B. Okay, look at his. That one's gonna be black.
I really felt like this was really important to me in other news. It was one of those things when we kind of came into it, we really had no idea of what to expect. And I think coming out of it, it's hard not to think about it as one of those once-in-a-lifetime weeks where all these people from different walks of life gather for 1 week, and you share this experience, and then everyone kind of goes back out and then has not necessarily changed, has grown, and then now has these new experiences to kind of spread out into the world. And it was really exciting to be working with Josh and being able to create all these images and experience so much of the island, but it feels like we barely scratched the surface of anything.
Yeah, 7 days is not enough here. It was definitely, it was eye-opening. Going into it, I was expecting, I've been to a few other places, like on vacation and stuff, but this was unlike any place I've ever been before. And meeting all the awesome people who were also selected to come here, making new friends, and then just seeing a totally different way of life was pretty eye-opening and really exciting.
When we first heard about the challenge, we had some difficulty with actually Googling, and I know you guys get this a lot, you do get the Dominican Republic. So we started getting more specifics, looking up images, and just being so impressed with what we were seeing, and I couldn't even believe we had part of it, and just this amazing country that was so off our map and off our grid. And we created this application, and we were just so anxious because we went from not even knowing about a place to never wanting to go somewhere more. And when we got the call, I was outside of our apartment jumping up and down, and Jill was at yoga. I couldn't even call her to tell her. So I was shaking for 2 hours till she got home. And the whole process felt surreal. We were trying to come up with what we wanted to shoot and everything we wanted to do, and we could never nail it to what we wanted to do while we were here because it just all seemed overwhelming. And even now that we've been here, we're, like Mike spoke about earlier, that always leave one thing to come back to, and I think we have more than more than a dozen
for sure.
We've enjoyed our time so much. As best friends, traveling together is always really special, and to be in this country with the amazing people, the hospitality, the kindness, and and the beauty was surpassed our expectations, and we couldn't believe.
So we just finished up the first annual Dominica Film Challenge. We had 6 incredible teams come down here to spend a week exploring this amazing country. Each one of them was chosen because they have a different perspective, and clearly each one of them uncovered their own unique gem here. As executive producer of the Dominica Film Challenge, we came into it trying to find a diverse group of people to come down to the island to experience it, and we have had all of our imagination surpass tenfold in terms of the teams that have come down here, the experiences that they've had, the things that they've wanted to explore, and all of the things that they've said that they didn't yet get to. So I could not be more proud of a group of folks that have really given us their time, their energy, their creativity, their talents to begin to learn about Dominica, as well as explore all the wonderful things that this country has to offer. So I can't wait to see the end results of their product and see how they help us spread the word of Dominica in the future.
I had pretty high expectations coming in because, you know, it's kind of your baby and you want it to really be successful. And then, as I told Todd this morning, was the experiences that everybody had on island, and the people that we met, and the friendships that were made, and, you know, not to mention last but not least was just the content that's coming out of this, the different perspectives that everybody's bringing. So some people focusing on the people, some focusing on the nature, some focusing on the adventure, but ultimately it's all about kind of what does Dominica mean to me, and that's really what's powerful to me is everybody is taking something different away. It's not cookie cutter. It's not, yes, I came and I sat on a beach and I drank a pineapple drink with an umbrella and a straw, and it was great. It's really speaks to the individual, and it's what you put into it is what you get out, and that's really what has come back to me time and again this week is how different Dominica is for each individual.
So next year we're going to be doing this again, so if you're interested in participating in the Dominica Film Challenge 2, make sure you submit your applications, get your ideas ready, and start to discover your inner explorer. Thank you.
Sarah, I think you might have cared about what fell. So, I want everybody to say, I love you, Dominica. Can we do a jump shot? Socks on. Can we get the socks?
Well done, Jim. You didn't even make any money off this.
I have a bathing suit on under this.
Go.
Oh, he slept.
You gotta turn it up. Yeah. I know you want it. Go ahead, get at me. I don't know the words. This is a bad video now.
And I appreciate you guys coming on my land, you know, because Dominica is very warm and tender, beautiful, you know, and what we appreciate and what we want in the Caribbean and the island of Dominica, as Dominican as I am, I want the whole wide world to be beautiful and loving like this, you know. That's all we want, you know. Our governments, no matter where you come from, come on, don't make the money and vanity take over your mind and your love of your heart. Please, let's be together, man.